Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to those who like men that's scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. Excuse me. Shalom to those very few sincere sisters that's really taking heed and getting in order in these last days. I'm the brother One coming to the video. Lord willing, is edifying and to the point, right? And I'm just laying back and off, the brother Manazar Gabar, right? Shalom to you, Yahweh Shabrakatah, right? And he was going in off a small, short video clip from the other brother, right? Go by the channel, hopefully like 3, right? To you also. Yahweh Shabrakatah, but pretty much just, like the brother was saying as well, right? So, pretty much the video gonna be like a, response as well, but, more so of a comfort video as well, to us brothers, that do have, right? That do have seeds, women, right? Ribs, right? Kids, right? We in that time, right? We in that time of a really understanding of, the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1, without coming to the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation, right? Because this video that I'm finna show, right? Hey, it's true, right? Because right now it's no pressure that's being amongst nobody right now. Right, I mean it's somewhat of pressure right now that's going on, right? But it's not finna be compared to the pressure that's finna come, known as what? Jacob's trouble, which is for the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native American Indians. Where we come to that time period where, you have to really apply these scriptures, man. It's not just about you can remember them. Right, we come to that time where it's about applying, right? You really need to be applying them now, but more so in the time of adversity, right? When that fire is turned up inside that furnace, right? So I'm gonna play this clip, and like I said, Lord willing, is edifying in this comfort, right? Because those brothers that do have kids, man, right? It's time to hold it down, right? You do not want to let them be the reason why you fuck up and get killed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, right? Because it's finna get that ugly out here, right? So I'm going to play this clip.
Many fathers will accept the mark of the and here's why. What are you going to do when you can't provide for your family as a father? During this time, your family is going to look to you for leadership. They're going to look to you for provision. They're going to look to you to be able to give them what they need during this time. Your kids, your wife, and a bunch of other people who's probably counting on your family. Men are going to have to make very tough decisions during this time. A lot of men are going to accept this mark because they're going to be doing it to sacrifice for their families. Great fathers are going to have an overwhelming responsibility during the end times. When your kids come to you crying saying, Dad, I'm sick, or Dad, I'm hungry, or Dad, we need this, or Dad, we need that, or your wife comes up to you and say, what are we going to do? Our baby's dying. What is going to happen as a father, as a man? You're going to feel the responsibility to try and do something about it. Some men will make the decision to sacrifice for their family to accept the mark during this time. A lot of men will. They're going to sacrifice their eternity for their family. There is a direct connection to a man and the ability to be able to provide for his family, for him to go to the ends of the earth for his family. The market of to offer everything he'll need for his family. Why won't he accept it if he can just accept it and provide for his family during that time? Ask yourself that question. No, it's not just women. It's not just mothers who will accept it because of these reasons. Men will also accept it for their own reasons.
Ooh, hey, cunt, and I'm a chime in on the ending part, right? Hey, a lot of men say a lot of men will choose it for other reasons. Why? Hey, because a lot of men will be weak in the spirit, man. Right? Matter of fact, let's grab a quick scripture right quick. Right? Because we already know while we in this grace period, what we need to be trying to gain, right? We're trying to gain this wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding, because we come to that time where your faith is going to be tried, right? You know, it speaks in the book of Matthew, chapter 7. Is it verse 20, 22 on down? I mean, I can grab it, but you know, it's just the point that we're building our rock upon a solid foundation now. So when that storm comes, what? We'll be able to bear it. We'll be able to, you know, go through it. All right, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? Because we know we come to the time of what? The hour of temptation, right? Where every man will be tried. Every female will be tried, right? You say believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you will be tried, right? So with that being said, right, I'm going back to the men. Excuse me. Hey, your family may not believe, right? Kids may not believe. Wife may not believe, right? And guess what? When them shelves get empty, right, and the resources get real low, they're gonna be looking at you, really, and it's putting pressure upon you, right? Hey, think about the book of Job, right? How it was in the book of Job, chapter 1, when Satan was telling Yahweh, hey, take that hedge off of him. Let me try him. Let me see if he gonna curse thee to thy face. You know, hey, remember that story, man. Hey, and remember how Job held it down, man. Yeah, it got ugly. You know, brothers gotta get it through their head that, hey, you may lose your child, right, or kids in this time period, right? But understand that, hey, you will get them back. You know, you will get them back, right? The Lord is testing you, right? Because you're the man, right? You're the seed holder, right? You're the hopefully elect man, right? Part of the 144, Lord willing. You know, so you have to hold it down, right? As a matter of fact, I want to start off in the book of Sirach. I had it queued up already. It's like it, yeah. Right, because we know a lot of men gonna fold, but like I said, this is supposed to be a comfort video to let you know, hey man, this is the part of this walk, right? The elders and the apostles always say, you got to know what you're involved in, right? And you know, we come to that time period where, hey, we finna see what you're made out of. Right, but you cannot forget the scriptures, right? So I'm gonna read Sirach chapter 2, right, starting from 1 all the way down to 8 in the Good News translation, right? So it says, faithfulness to God, right? Ooh, hey, this right made me think about the book of Romans chapter 8. Right, and it's at the latter verses, it talks about, you know, what shall separate us from the Most High, right? Yahweh, right? Through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. You know, I'm gonna grab that, Lord willing. I'm gonna read from the top. It says, "My child, if you are going to serve the Lord Yahweh, right, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, be prepared for times when you will be put to the test." Right? Because us coming to this truth, we're letting the Lord know that we're ready to be tried for at whatever you have on our path. Right? So we know we come to the time of where it's finna get real ugly. It's finna get real dark. Not just physically, but spiritually. demons rapping, just raging around you, jumping on your kids, jumping on your wife, right? I'm speaking to the men, right? These spirits going to be really around you, man. You call yourself a believer, right? It's time to really, really put those scriptures, right? Apply those scriptures, man. It says, my child, if you are going to serve the Lord, prepare for times when you will be put to the test, right? Your kids is really going to be asking you, Daddy, we haven't ate in 4 days. Can you just please get the chip so we can eat? And they be so small and just, so beautiful. You love your kids, but who do you love more? Your kids or Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? The order that he has already put out before you, right? Because, hey, when you hear your kids speak those smooth and cuddling words, I mean, that's Satan, right? Satan's going to jump through anything, through any hoop just to get to you, right? Remember the garden. He jumped through Eve and fucked Adam up, And we already know in this present time, our woman is not even close to us more than our kids, man. Our kids that make us jump through a loop before our woman do, So we come to that time where, hey, you have to really understand that, hey, your child may not make it on this side, Don't let your child be your stumbling block, because, hey, that's, because when you read inside the King James Version, it says, my son, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Right, and when you look at the word temptation, it really means to do something that you're not supposed to be doing. Because what's in the lineup that you shouldn't be doing or taking is that charagma, right? Which is that small digital device, right? It says be sincere and determined, right? Be locked in. Right? Because we already know these times are supposed to come, right? The closest one that we love the most is going to try us, right? And we have to stand firm, right? You may love your woman to death. You may love your kids to death, but I'm going to tell you straight like this. Fuck that, right? You have to put them to the side, man. Right? They don't really know the depths. They don't know the consequences. They more so the flesh than you. So you have to really control this boat. You have to control this ship. Lead them around. Hey, if it happens, it happens. And I'm saying what happens, meaning if they pass, they coming back through you. You'll see them again, right? When you talk about in the book of 2 Esdras chapter 2, hey, Esdras was like, I commended them that stood so stiff. He said, I commended them that stood so stiffly for the name, right? That meaning, hey, man, your whole family can die. I stood stiffly for the name. I just took that charagma, They was hungry. I wasn't finna go down to them, to Esau, to get no food. Right? If the Lord didn't want to feed them, it is what it is. You standing stiffly for the name. Right? You standing stiffly for the doctrine. Right? You knew what time it is. You knew this charagma was coming. Just stand bold, man. Right? Because we definitely at those times, man, seeing all these drone sightings. Right? WW3 is right here. The collapsing of the dollar is right here, right? Verse 2 again, it says, be sincere and determined. Keep calm when troubles come, right? Because, hey, we come to the time period where, hey, your wife gonna be nagging you, man, right? That's temptation. Your kids nagging you, stomach swollen, crying, You got to keep calm, right? Isaiah 33:6. Hey, wisdom and knowledge have the stability, right? When we got stability, you calm under pressure, Right? That is like if you're a quarterback, you in that pocket. You know how to maneuver. You got to know how to maneuver. Excuse me. It says, accept whatever happens to you. Even if you suffer, even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. It's like it. It says, be patient. Gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. Right, and it talks about in the KJV, in the furnace of adversity, hard times. Right, and that's how gold is made, in the hard times. Right, when that heat over 1,000 degrees, it's testing it. It's to make sure it's on point. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shemashah finna do for us men, that, for us men in general, right? But hey, also us men that have, kids, man. He's gonna test you. He's gonna see if you're gonna push your kids over this ministry, this walk, what you be preparing yourself for, right? Because hey, you'll be a damn fool, right, to get to wake up to this truth and get all the way to the end just to let your kid be the reason why you fuck up, right? So you, like I said, so you'll be a fool. You'll be a damn fool. So it says, gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. Right? It says, trust the Lord, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways and put your hope in him. Right? And that's what we should be doing. Banking on the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? We know we gonna eat in those days. Right? We don't know the exact day, but we know we gonna eat, right? But my thing is, hey, don't let your kids or your wife be the reason why you jump the gun, right? You jumping the gun, it's gonna fuck you up, really fuck the whole household up, because you jumped the gun. It wasn't supposed to go down to Esau eating for help, right? 1 Corinthians was 5:7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. I think that's 1 Corinthians 5:7. I'll grab it right quick just to make sure. 2 Corinthians, that's what it was. Salakia. Right? For we walk by faith and not by sight. Right? NLT, for we live by believing and not by seeing, right? We know. Hey, Isaiah 65, and matter of fact, hey, let's just grab it. We eat on the Lord's command, not when we want to, not when man is commanding us to go do something unwillfully. Isaiah 65 in verse 13. Right? Because like I said, this right here is the faith booster, man. Right? We gonna eat, but just don't let it be to the point where you running off the time of your kids or your wife. Right? We gonna eat, but the Lord wants you to hold it down. He wants you to fight. He wants you to fight. You gotta have that dog in you. Isaiah 65 verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? So that's just the point. We know we gonna eat. Right? We may not know the time period, but hey, right? Speaking to the hopefully like men again. Hey, you have to be patient, right? And really, when you have your kids chatting at you, your wives, wife or wives, talking to you in your ear, hey, that ain't nothing but pressure. Right? But he said, hey, when I come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. That's pressure to go off. Right? Because, hey, it may be that third day, and you got to wait till the fifth day that the Lord may feed you. But your kids in your ear on that third day. Your wife in your ear on that third day. You got to be able to endure that. Right? Like I said, hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. When you have a stability, that means you're able to what? Keep composure. You holding up. You're able to what? Hey, not give in to what, your wives and your kids are saying to make you go off. Because like I said, they don't truly believe as much as you do. Right? You're a whole, hopefully, like man. Right? I'm going to go back to that. Cut this heat off real quick. Finna goddamn burn my eyebrows off. It says, I'll start at verse 6. It says, trust the Lord, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways and put your hope in him. Hey, going back to the book of, like I said, 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. Right? Trust the Lord. Hell, Proverbs 3, right? Chapter 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and all thy soul, and he will help thee. Right? He gonna help us, man. But don't, just going back off of that video, because he is correct. He is correct. A lot of dudes is gonna fall weak in that day, But this video is for the ones that need that help. That need the extra breath, that comfort, that motivation. Like, yeah, you're right. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's going to help you in that day. It says, verse 7, it says, all you that fear the Lord, wait for him to show you his mercy, right? And going back to the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, right? Wisdom and knowledge with stability. When you have that stability, you having that, you're able to wait as well. Because you're waiting around for when the Lord give you that cue. Right? You're not waiting for your child to give you that cue. You're not waiting for your wife to give you that cue. It's like it says, all you that fear the Lord, trust him, and you will certainly be rewarded. Whew, and that's heavy, man. Because the times we're coming into, a lot of people are trying to take your crown, man. Your kids, your wife, right? And it ain't up but the spiritual being, Satan, running through them to try to get to you. Because they know how valuable you are. Right? Satan knows how valuable you are. You serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He don't like that. Right? So he's coming through he's using any tactic. Matter of fact, that's two scriptures right there. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, matter of fact, in the NLT first, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Right? And that's what the correlation means for devices. We know how Satan getting down, man. That's how wicked this nigga is, man. He gonna jump to your kid just to get to you. He gonna jump to your wife just to get to you. Right? Like I said, going back to the garden, he did it with Eve. Daddy, we hungry. Husband, we hungry. I don't think we can go another day. Right? This is what Satan's gonna do to get to you, man. But like I said, hey, you keep standing firm. Don't let them be the reason why you fall off. Right? You're their salvation. Right? And I had another scripture just to bring it out. That Satan is really trying to, making sure he get to you. excuse me, it's like him. He's trying his best to get to you through your wife or your kids, man. So you gotta be have that wise discernment and being circumspect. 1 Peter 5 verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." Right? So he's hungry, and he really hungry for the elect men. Right? The men that's claiming that they standing for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He wants to see how hungry you are. Right? And he's trying his best to knock you off your pivot. Right? In the NLT, it says, "Hey, stay alert. Watch out for your enemy." Right? And we already know, right? Just being real. Hey, our rib, right? Because a lot of these women don't believe. A lot of the men that's in this truth, they have, women, right? I'm going to say a wife that do not believe at all. Right? And guess what? You men better poise up, right? You men better be ready for your woman to keep nagging you, telling you to go get the chip so we can eat, right? Satan is running through her, running through the kids, just to try to make you go off. Right? Try to make you destroy your crown, which I'm going to grab next, Lord willing, I can remember it. Right? It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." And that's the point of it, right? Esau Edom. Right? And that spiritual being Satan. He's trying to get rid of the elect. He's trying his best to get rid of the elect, but he won't. Right? Because it said, "If it were possible, he shall deceive the very elect." So it won't happen at all. But he's gonna try his best, right? He using all his devices, his tricks, his tactics, right? He know kids can't go but so long without food, so he's gonna try to like I said, these kids gonna try you, your wife. So like your wife is gonna try you. But it said be vigilant of that, just being real. Hey, if your wife pass out, she pass out. You better not goddamn pass out in the spirit. You better not cave in the spirit. Right? Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Matthew, chapter 19. And I go straight to the point. 29. My bad. It says, Matthew chapter 29 Matthew 19 verse 29. It says, "And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life." Right? Hey, going back to the book of Romans 15:4. "For whatsoever things are written for a time of learning." Like I said earlier. Hey, going to the book of Job, man. Right? The Lord, Job knew Satan was on his ass. And that's the time that we coming into, brothers. Satan is going to be on our ass real hard. At our front door. Fuck that. In our house. The kids, the wife. Ain't eat. Right? But he said you have to forsake that, because we know we come to the time period where you have to really choose one or the other. Right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, or your family. Right? But he says, the one that forsake. Salakia. The Lord said, the one that forsake, pretty much everything on this earth. Right? For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that's going to be the man that inherit everlasting life. So don't let them be the reason why you crash out. Right? And at the beginning of the video, it said, Revelation 3 and 10. So let's grab that right quick. And I'm gonna go to verse 11. Matter of fact, before I go to this, let me grab some inside the etymology right quick, because I matter of fact, let me line it up like this. Let me grab something else right quick. I'm gonna grab 2 Ezra 16 verse 30. 40. It's like it. Right? It says, "O my people, hear my word and make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Right? So we come to the time of Jacob's trouble, correct? And what those evils, right? Bad times, right? Everything's shutting off. Got the FEMA camp, the FEMA camps up, you know. You got these troops on the ground. You know, you can't go home. Especially you got that target on your back. You got your kids with you. Be even as pillars upon earth. You're looking for that spiritual benefit. You're looking for that spiritual gain. Right? And it says, hey, when you go to the etymology, you know, the brother had brought it out too, but I'll bring it out as well. And I'm going to grab another extra word for it. For the word pilgrim, right? Let's grab the word pilgrim right quick. Right? It says a person traveling to a holy place, right? But the main point was, it says as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation, right? It says, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit, right? Also a traveler, because we're going to be a traveler looking for what? A spiritual benefit. It says, or seeking a miracle or spiritual benefit, right? So a traveler that's looking for a miracle or spiritual benefit. So let's grab that word miracle, right? Because we know we gonna be straight in these times, man. But don't let your kids or your wife be the reason why you go the wrong way. You waiting on Yahweh Shema Shah. Let's grab that word miracle. A wondrous work of Yahweh, right? Miracle, story of a miracle play, from Latin miraculum, object of wonder. It says marvelous event caused by Yahweh, right? It says to wonder at, right? Yeah, hell yeah. I did a lesson, I think last week or the week before. You know how certain trees can really produce water to where like that shit really is like a faucet for like, it can produce like 20 gallons a day. Right? Esteem, to wonder at, be astonished, right? Really just like, damn, the Lord doing this? Yeah. You can't put the Lord in the box. Right? It's like it. Dang, I lost my train of thought. It's like it. I'm gonna just read it back, and I'm gonna keep going from there. But it says a miracle, right? From it says marvelous event caused by Yahweh, right? Because we already know the times to come. Like I said in the book of Isaiah 65 and 13, my servant shall eat. So that's a miracle, right? You're astonished, right? The Lord may have it to the point where, like, I just seen a bunch of Facebook clips, you know, animals directing people to a problem, you know. So how much more in the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Because the Lord did tell you in the book of Job how we'll be at lead with the beasts of the field, you know. So hey, these animals, what will lead you to food, to shelter, you know. We will be straight, but it's all just upon waiting on the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah to get that green light. Right? Let me Matter of fact, that's what it was. So like you. Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world. So like which shall come upon the world, all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? Because it's going to be a worldwide event situation, you know? And like he did say in that, like the Jake said at the video, a lot of men will fold. Why? Because a lot of men don't have the wisdom, and truth, and understanding of Yahweh Shemi Shah. You know, a lot of these men is too busy inside the world. They're worrying about jewelry, clothes, cars, houses, yachts, whatever. You know? So in that hour of temptation, they're going to fold, man. They're going to cause their whole family, they're going to cause their whole family to be fucked up. Right? It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's what we're praying for, man. You know, because that temptation is not going to be just no easy thing, man. You're going to be fighting real hard. You know? And that's for that Karagman, right? You look to your right, you know what I'm saying? Your daughters, your sons, crying because they're hungry. They haven't ate just yet. And your wife nagging you to fucking death because she don't believe in what you believe in, you know? Hey, man. But, you know, but you love her, right? You keeping the patience. The Lord ain't guided us nowhere just yet. We're going to eat. We're going to eat. We're going to eat. Hey, keep that in mind. Right? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the whole earth. Right? And verse 11 verse 11 is pretty hard hitting, man. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? Because the Lord pretty much, with us waking up to this truth, got the correct doctrine under the elders and the apostles of great millstone, right? We have a crown already, man. Right? We just waiting for it to be in the showing, in the visible. Right? Don't let your women and don't let your fucking kids take your crown, man. Right? Don't be that weak in the spirit because your wife may have died, right? Your kids may have died. And I'm not just speaking to you guys. I'm speaking for myself first and foremost, right? Don't let them be the reason why you fuck up, right? Don't let them be the reason why you don't be the ticket for them. You know? It says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. These was not truth and understanding, right? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? So don't let them take what you already know. Right? Like I said, it's an exhortation. Let me grab something else right quick. It's like this the book of Romans 11:4. Right? We already know. Just want to put that out there. Put this scripture out there. This is the book of Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, a good completion of number, right? Who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, right? Because we know this the time period that we in, right? The Lord has a elect number, right? And we want to be a part of that elect number. So we want to walk as if we are a part of that elect number that's not going to bow to the image of Baal. We're not going to let our kids be a stumbling block. We're not going to let our wives be a stumbling block to where we can't receive the salvation. Right? Matter of fact, I had one last scripture. In the book of Sirach, Slacking. Sirach chapter 33, verse 19. Right? And it's heavy. Excuse me. Because, hey, we are potential elect men. We are potential governors of the kingdom to come. Right? So therefore, you should walk as such. Right? I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, "Hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation." Verse 19. "Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again." Right? Because, first and foremost, just being real, a lot of men are weak for their kids. You know, when this chip come, a lot of men will sell out just so their kids can eat. Right? And guess what? You're gonna, let them get the chip. Esau gonna have it to the point where you have to get the chip so your kids can't eat. So therefore, like I said, you don't want to let them be the reason why you fuck up, man. Don't let your kids and wife have that much power over you to where you fall. All right? I'm gonna play that video back one more time.
Many fathers will accept the mark of the and here's why. What are you going to do when you can't provide for your family as a father? During this time,
I want to say one thing. Hey, as a man, we look to that. We look to what? Providing for the family. Right? But it gets deeper. You have to really understand the battle. Right? That's why it's called a battle.
family is going to look to you for leadership. They're going to look to you for provision. They're going to look to you to be able to give them what they need during this time. Your kids, your wife, and a bunch of other people who's probably counting on your family. Men are going to have to make very tough decisions during this time. A lot of men are going to accept this mark because they're going to be doing it to sacrifice.
Slacking. I remember, was it in 2020? Brothers may know what I'm talking about, but there's a dude that was in the military. He was just saying, pretty much like, for his kids and his family, you know what I'm saying, his family, like, he gonna sell out. He gonna do whatever it takes so his kids is not starving. Right? So I understand this clip. A lot of men will do this just so that he can satisfy their family. But question is, are you satisfying the Lord? Because the Lord want to try you. The Lord want to see if you're actually a good believer. The Lord want to make sure that you are a good governor for the new kingdom. Right? But, bowing down to Esau Edom is showing that you don't have no love for Yahweh Shem Shah. Let me grab one quick thing right quick. In the book of Romans chapter 8, I had quoted it earlier. And I'm just read through it real fast. Because if you not being close to the Lord, right? Our big brother Yahweh Shah, right? Yahweh. The thing that he finna put us through, it should not separate you from the love, man. That love is bond, meaning, that's that contract, meaning, whatever we go through is not going to separate us, make us bow down to this opposite image, right? We need to be bowing down to what the Lord, being committed to the Lord, right? So it says, Book of Romans 8, verse 35, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach, right? Meaning Yahweh shall tribulation, right? Hard times, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword, right? We don't come to a time period where, hey, we may be up on a guillotine to try to make us take this sea hip, right? It can be a time of food famine, right? Hey, the Lord wants us to not what? Depart from the love of Him. We know the precepts, you got to apply them. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors, right? A conqueror meaning what? A champion. It says, through Him that loved us. For I am persuaded, right? When you persuaded, what? You're 100% in one direction. I'm persuaded. I'm sold. And that's how every man and woman should feel. Oh, that believe in Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, but like I said, speaking to the men, you should be 100% persuaded, right? That nothing can separate us, right? Meaning, hey, what? Our loved ones, man, our kids that we sleep at night with, man, wake up to in the morning. They cannot knock you off your rocker, off your pivot. It says, verse 38, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Hamashiach, right? Slaki, from the love of the Most High, which is in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, our Lord. Right? So none of these things that we go through, man, this time we coming into is for a reason. It's Jacob's trouble. It's to try you. You the believing man. Show the Lord that you've been studying. You've been ready for you've been waiting on this test. Right? That's all the Lord want to see, that you've been preparing yourself for this time period, man. Right? Go to the video.
For their families to make very tough decisions during this time. A lot of men are going to accept this mark because they're going to be doing it to sacrifice for their families.
Right, and just being real, a lot of these men are bitch made, man. My family gotta eat. Fuck that, my family gotta eat. A lot of these men are bitches, man. They just males. Can't even call them men.
Great fathers are going to have an overwhelming responsibility during the end times. When your kids come to you crying saying, Dad, I'm sick, or Dad, I'm hungry, or Dad, we need this, or Dad, we need that, or your wife comes up to you and say, what are we going to do? Our baby's dying. What is going to happen as a father, as a man? You're going to feel the responsibility to try and do something about it. Some men will make the decision to sacrifice for their family to accept the mark during this time. A lot of men will. They're going to sacrifice their eternity for their family. There is a direct connection to a man and the ability to be able to provide for his family, for him to go to the ends of the earth for his family. The mark of the to offer everything he'll need for his family. Why won't he accept it if he can just accept it and provide for his family during that time? Ask yourself that question. No, it's not just women. It's not just mothers who will accept it because of these reasons. Men will also accept it for their own reasons.
Well, yeah. Hell yeah. We already know a lot of women gonna take it. Especially got them black women. Really, and really just, I ain't gonna say just the black women. Really, a lot of the women that's comfort on the system of Esau Edom. That's getting on these benefits. Of course they gonna take it. They don't know no better. You know? But yeah, a lot of men will take this device because they're not rooted in Yahweh Shemel Shah. But for us brothers, right, that are rooted in Yahweh Shemel, hey, we're gonna be straight, man. Right? Hey, the small little trials will be thrown at us, like I said, which will be through Satan, and he gonna be trying you with your kids and your wife. Hey, stand firm. We know that we at the end, man. This the hour of temptation. This right here gonna pretty much, see if you're gonna make it or not. We gotta be in the spirit of, hey, seeing our child go, same way how Abraham was with Isaac, right? Which was, Yahweh Shai. We gotta be in that same spirit, man. We know whatever we lose on this side, we gonna gain. Like I said, going to the book of Job, 100-fold, But I'm gonna close out with that though. Like I said, man, just keep the faith. Really, just keep the faith, man. Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai ain't putting us through these trials and tribulations for no reason, man. Right? So, yeah. Lord willing is edifying to the point. I'm gonna give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai B'Ashem Rakakadash. Hey,